And welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Wayne, I'm the General Sales Manager, and I'm here to take you for a full walk around tour of our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. The car presents beautifully in brilliant black. It is a lovely example, and we'll walk you through the whole car, show you the features, the benefits, and also provide a full condition report so that you understand exactly what it is you're taking that next step to come and see or purchase over the phone from us. Starting at the front, one thing I love about Jeep's design, they do an awesome job. This Laredo's been fully fitted with all the chrome garnishes. As you can see, that large chrome grille down at the bottom and also around the fog lights and the front grille area. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realise is that Jeep's grille across all their models has these 7 separate holes here. Now, this signifies the 7 continents around the world, and Jeep being the first car manufacturer to cross all 7 of those with their vehicles. So you will see on every model that Jeep make, they have those 7 different holes inside the grille. This particular model's also got the daytime running lights that look awesome when they're on, and also the HID headlights here as well. Chrome garnish around the front, as I said, and the fog light down nice and low. Condition around the front is really clean, no real blemishes to point out at all. Even the front of the bonnet's very clean with minimal stone chipping. And then around to the side, we've got these twin spoke 18-inch alloy wheels with these Wild Peak all-terrain tyres on there. And something Jeep do really well is actually put this plastic garnish around their wheel arches. If there's any stones that happen to flick up off your tyre, it doesn't cause any paint blemishes or chips off there. Again, the point of this video is condition. A tiny little blemish in the paintwork just here on the front guard. The Laredo does get chrome mirror backing with the side indicator up here, Grand Cherokee badging on the door itself, and also that really nice chrome garnish right around the windows. Now, the car has already previously been fitted with tinted windows, and it also comes with color-coded door handles and the proximity key, which means a simple push of this button will lock or unlock the vehicle as you need, and you never have to take those keys out of your pocket. Moving along the rest of the side, being a black car, it's going to have a couple of little marks, just a couple of tiny little nicks just here. But again, for the year and kilometres of the car, so far it presents really, really well. Again, another 18-inch alloy, lots of tread left on that tyre there, and that alloy wheel itself is in excellent condition. Moving around to the back of the Jeep, this is where the design really comes into its own. Jeep have done a really good job in making a really good standout four-wheel drive that people love owning. Starting at the top, we've got this rear spoiler straight out of the factory with the high mount stop light, making it really easy for people to see when you're on the brakes. And then you've also got the hard shark fin style aerial on the back of the roof there as well. Moving down through the tailgate, nice bright Jeep badge in the middle. Got a factory reverse camera just up underneath here, and you've got your handle to lift the tailgate up from there. This is really lightweight due to those twin gas struts, one either side. And another thing that Jeep do really well is they already include a hard plastic cover on top of their rear bar. They know practicality wise, people who buy these cars are going to be putting things in and out, and if this was left as a painted surface, that runs the risk of scratching up the paintwork there. So good on Jeep for doing that. Carpet interior in the back here, you've got a couple of little storage compartments, one on this side and one on that side there. In underneath the carpet floor, you've got a full-size steel wheel and a brand new tyre attached to that one with your jack and toolkit all intact in there as well, and a lot of storage in around that wheel, which other manufacturers don't manage to get done very well. In the back of the second row seats, you'll notice those little images. That's for the tether points on the child anchor seats, or anchor points for the child seats. In behind the cover just here is where you'll find them, and it means that you're not taking up any of that floor space. If you do fold those seats down, it makes a practical flat floor and able to be, you know, traveling or sleeping in if need be. And those little flaps up the back there cover the gap between the low part of that back seat as well. These little hooks on the side here, great for your shopping bags. Hook your handles on there and it stops the shopping from rolling all around the back of the car and makes it easier for getting out once you get home. In the back here, you do have this black plastic section. It does have one tiny little nick just here. Again, I'm doing my best to point out any blemishes that we can see. Apologies if we miss any of the tiny ones, but we do our best to show more than any other dealer goes to the effort of showing. Again, this Left-hand rear alloy is completely unmarked, heaps of tread left on that all-terrain tyre. And again, you've also got your fuel filler on the left-hand side here, which I'll show you where the release is situated inside the car once we get there. Couple of tiny light little marks, you might not even see them on the camera. Again, just par for the course with the age and the car also being black as well. Grand Cherokee badge intact and in place on the left-hand side. Mirror backing on this side also really clean, and indicator lens completely intact, and then also the last of your alloy wheels, not a single mark on that. So a credit to the previous owner with how they've kept this car exterior wise for a going 6-year-old car. It's certainly been very, very well kept by them. And moving under the bonnet of the Jeep now, really easy. Just underneath the P is the bonnet release there, and you've also got that gas strut on the left-hand side, making it really easy to get that bonnet up and out of the way. As you'll see, lots of space around and everything's very easy to find. Got your reservoir here for your coolant overflow and your oil dipstick on the left-hand side there. Now this is Jeep's famous 3.6 litre 6-cylinder engine. It is a V6, puts out an impressive 210 kilowatts of power, and that's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. So your gear changes are smooth, it's a beautiful car to drive, very comfortable, and again we'll go through those features once we're inside. It's also got a 93 litre fuel tank, meaning it will take you quite a large distance. And again, even though it's a petrol, not a diesel, the towing capacity is still very impressive with just a fraction over 2,800 kilograms, as long as you've got that electronic brake controller fitted as well. Okay, sitting inside the Laredo, as I said, we'll go right through all the features this car has to offer, and the Jeep really do a good job of packing everything in. So starting off on the driver's door card, got a nice leather armrest on the side, as well as this brushed dark wood look on the door there as well. Central locking buttons, your window lock button there as well, and then your automatic up down on those front windows there as well. And then you've got your electric side mirrors there too. Now in behind the steering wheel, we've got our headlight control, so you've got automatic headlights, and if you want to you can turn them off or have parkers or headlights like that. Normally just leave them on auto. This dial here is for your interior illumination, how bright you want your interior lights to be, and then your fuel release is just under here as well, so handy to know where that is when you go to the servo. Does have a really good leather bound steering wheel with everything you need at your fingertips. Now you've got Tiptronic controls here for gear down and gear up, and behind there as well there's 3 buttons on each side for changing the song, the source of music, and also your volume controls up and down. On the right hand side we've got our cruise control, and on the left hand side we've got the buttons for the LED display behind the steering wheel, as well as our voice activated Bluetooth. Now under here there's a handle that you can release. It is up and down as well as telescopic, and as you can see there's a lot of movement in that steering wheel, so get that in the perfect position for yourself. Now in behind the steering wheel, as I said, there's a lot of features to go through, so I'll just touch on a few. You do have the electronic digital display, so you've got the normal analog style, but then you've also got the digital readout, which is much easier to use. As you flick down through here, you can change the kilometers to miles per hour, and then down in here you've got all your mechanical readouts like your oil pressure, oil temperature, how long left in your oil life, your tyre pressure sensors, lots of information there. And then also being a proper four-wheel drive, you've got your four-wheel drive readout on the screen there as well. Most people do tend to just keep it on the speedo with the big digital one right in the middle. Got your fuel gauge across here to the right hand side with the little indicator there showing that your fuel release is on the left hand side, your engine temperature up there, and also your rev tacho on the left hand side as well, so really easy information to read. In behind the steering wheel on the left, Jeep do a great job of putting all their features onto the one stalk. So you've got your indicators up and down, your headlights forwards and backwards, and then you've got your wipers on the front and the rear, all on dials there, really easy to use. As I mentioned before, proximity keys, you got 2 of them from factory. As long as these are inside the vehicle, jump in, put your foot on the brake, push this button and the car will start up. Really, really easy. Jeep have done a great job with this large display screen in the middle too, and all your shortcuts are super easy to find. So we've got flick it into reverse, and as I said, factory camera, nice and easy to see, and you've got the top of the rear bar there making it really easy to park with minimum risk of actually hitting anything. Then you've got all of your radio controls, all touchscreen. Again, you can change your radio stations just by touching them. Then you've got your media controls, so you've got a CD player which will show in the center console, USB and auxiliary input, Bluetooth music streaming, and SD card there as well. Then in here you've got your extra controls. So we do have heated seats for the front two, driver and passenger, and the mirror dimmer setting on there as well. And then with your climate control, this can be used on the screen or by the buttons down underneath. And these are really easy. You can just slide them up and down, or you can go up and down 1 degree at a time. And also on the passenger side, you can change that and have 2 different temperatures on there as well. So really easy to use the screen. With the phone, as soon as you hit it, it asks, do you want to pair one? If you say yes, you'll go through the normal protocol. If not, or if one is fitted or connected, you'll have all of these shortcuts to use your Bluetooth phone controls. Super, super easy. Again, the rest of this is all to do with your climate control, recirculated air, your aircon, front and rear demisters. And then you've got eco mode, which is naturally on every time you start the car. That's just to try and save you a little bit of fuel. And then you've got your ESP stability control, which is mostly only going to be used if you're off-roading pretty seriously. In underneath here, we've got a nice little storage compartment with auxiliary input, USB, SD, and also a 12-volt power outlet there as well. And if you put things in there, nicely hidden away by this cover here as well. Good sized cup holders in the middle there. Again, this nice gold garnish through the middle area as well, contrasts nicely to the dark grey everywhere else. And then we've got our four-wheel drive controls here. So this is really optimised by what kind of terrain you're going to be on, whether that be sand, snow, mud or rock. And then you've got your four-wheel drive low controls off to the left, and also your downhill descent control for your serious downhill four-wheel driving. Leather bound center console, really good size, big enough for both the elbows of front passengers. And in here is where you'll find your CD player as well as your 12-volt power socket there as well. Moving through the rest of the vehicle, nice and tidy. It is a cloth grey interior, certainly been really well kept, no major wear and tear or items to point out that might deter you from saying this is a great car to purchase. A really neat trim in terms of the pattern, and also really easy to keep clean, being that nice dark grey colour as well. And the Laredo is perfectly finished off with this beautiful black hood lining. Now this is always seen to be a luxury feature, and Jeep have done a great job putting this in from the entry level all the way up to the top of the range. And then up the top there you've got a sunglasses holder and your interior lights there as well. Well, there you have it, our walk around video tour of our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo in a beautiful black paintwork. Certainly been really well kept by that previous owner. Feature packed, great tyres on there, excellent condition inside and out, ready for immediate delivery. Couple of things to point out before I do go. Here at Berwick Mitsubishi, we certainly pride ourselves on our customer experience. Look us up on Google and you'll find over 1,100 reviews from customers Australia-wide who have rated us up to 4.8 out of 5 stars now, so they certainly enjoyed doing business with us. Julie, who's our business manager, very adept in making sure that we can tailor a finance package to suit your requirements. That's easily done over the phone or face-to-face. In these times, it's very easy to remain contactless and do everything digitally over the internet and via email as well. Two other things I would highly recommend you do. Have a look at the paintwork on this car. With a nice detail, pre-delivery of course, I would highly recommend talking to us about our ceramic glass coat paint sealer. Now this is going to have the ability to give you a lifetime ownership guarantee against things like bird droppings, tree sap, UV oxidisation from that harsh sun, bug etching that gets into the front of the paintwork on those long trips you decide to take, and these can be repaired and painted free of charge. And so far with the use of this product, we've never had a single claim get knocked back in all the time that we've been applying it to our customers' cars. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope I've done this vehicle justice in showing just how good the quality of this car is. and it's up to you now to take that next step, whether that be book an appointment for a test drive or just choose to do what nearly 50% of our customers are doing these days, leave a deposit subject to viewing it. We have the car waiting for your arrival inside the showroom. As long as it is everything I've promised it to be, you can take delivery of the vehicle on the one easy visit here with us. And the other option is you could look at even freighting it door to door and have the car delivered straight to your home. Again, I appreciate all the time you've taken to watch this video. Please give us a call on 9907 0555 and we will be here to assist you in any way, shape or form. Thanks very much.